because you know, things happen, and how do we how do we actually start mending those relationships? Do we does it start with us, or do we expect the other person to just to to magically figure out that they was in the wrong or they was in the right? How do we as individuals be able to bring those things together to kind of say and get to a point to where like we can't be cool, but we could be cordial. Go ahead, Madam D.
You know, just because they're family, sometimes relationships are not mendable because it takes two people to mend a relationship, and you can be nice or whatever. If that person has a certain attitude about them and they just not forgiving of what they thought you did wrong to them or whatever, some relationships are just not mendable. And then some people have so much drama that it gets to a point that the family as a whole get tired and start ignoring them, and like, we're not doing this, every year is something, we're not doing it this year.
Yeah, but it goes back to what Miss Nikki was saying with the long handle spoon, and you said it yourself earlier. Said, and that's what I'm saying. We should all be cordial with each other. That doesn't mean we cool. It means that we're gonna be cordial and grown about it. Go ahead, Miss Dream.
I was just getting ready to say, I think because I do try to stay out of the mess, I think all things are fixable with time. And I just figure it's how you decide to move on from a situation. Because sometimes the person that's really in the egregious wrong, if they don't recognize it, because it's a communication piece. And because people, at the end of the day, I find that a majority of things are because lack of communication or poor communication, and of course, feelings. And if you're not necessarily in an intimate relationship with them, I think things can be healed and you can just choose to keep it moving and just like my daughter said, I guess, pretend or just don't even deal with it. Because I feel like sometimes things are just too emotionally draining. And like
Yes,
you said,
but
when you're not paying
it
your bill,
also it also but if you keep putting it off and putting it off, it can rise up into something. Then you had a function and they say something, and then you say like it's on site. We got family members. I personally have family members that will not go to places because it's on site. 'Cause
I don't know. What do you mean it's on site? But I think that's because of both of them and their ways they choose to react.
well,
Because
it's more than one person, but on site means if
uh,
I see you, I'm going to swing. Ain't
oh,
no talking, no apologizing. It's on site. That's what that means.
I don't think I personally don't have any of that type of dynamic. So that's, I don't know, it's either good or bad, but I think all of that comes with a level of maturity and I guess self awareness. And I don't know.